All right, my name is Frank Savidio. I live in Canada, British Columbia, Kelowna, where everybody wants to live. Sunny Kelowna. This is the sunny part of Canada. As we call it, the California, Canada, which is an awesome place. So anyways, we're going to get started here momentarily. And I just want to welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, from wherever you're calling in from. We've got an exciting lineup, and we got a special guest today. T.W. Dawson, our CCO, is with us as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So you know what? I'd like to start off all of my calls with this two-minute presentation and video and trailer. Folks, if you're not using it and don't know where to get it, please talk to your inviter. It's just an amazing 2 minutes. I think it really sums it all up. So let's start.
So let me ask you a question. Do you use messaging apps? And do you get paid to use them? Wait, what? You know the big tech companies are not struggling for cash, right? Yep, that's you being sold. PunkPanda does things differently. We don't spy on you. We don't even store your name. We use military encryption to keep you safe and pay you for using our services. So that huge wealth generation by the tech companies, that's now yours. So why are we paying you for using and sharing our Panda app? Because that's how it should have been from the beginning. We use smart contracts to reward you with PunkPanda tokens. And if you share with your friends, well, you'll get even more. As our community grows, the more each token will be worth. Your tokens are your stake in the joint success of our app. None of our founders want to build space rockets or other dumb billionaire stuff. This is your community. You make it, you own it. We just make sure it works for you. Panda app for your daily communications. Panda Post for secure file sharing. Panda Meet for secure video conferencing. Panda Vault for your secure file storage. Panda Play, try our NFT-linked online gaming for even more tokens. Or just go full Lambo with Panda Profit, giving you access to our crypto staking and DeFi lending pools. All of these new services are there to grow the network and your stake in it. PunkPanda, always encrypted, always yours. Your data is valuable. Don't let the tech giants just take that from you. Be rewarded for your time and for building our community with us. So, are we going to listen to your conversations? No. Are we going to exploit your data? No. Will you actually get rewarded? Hell yeah. Let's all go to the moon together, just not on a dumb rocket. Download the PunkPanda app today from your app store. Use it, share it, own it.
All right. My name is Frank Savidio. I live in Canada, British Columbia. For those folks that just came on board, welcome to this presentation. PunkPanda, use it, share it, own it. I really like that slogan. And Marcus, one of our lead advisors and founders of the company, that was his slogan. And if you just say it over and over again, use it, share it, and own it, folks, that really sums it all up. Have you ever used something where you owned it by sharing it? No, but I really think that we have something really special that's happening with PunkPanda, which is amazing that we're starting. And I call this a people's product. I say we're growing from the ground up. It's not where the big data centers and the big corporations and the big tech companies come and kind of build a network, and then you're the product of the product. You actually are the company, but you don't get paid. And there's a big difference what we have our hands on with PunkPanda, folks. And you use it, you share it, and you own it. Can you believe that? We own it. Now keep that in mind. Would you rather have something you're going to share that actually listens in on your messages and your texts and your photos, and then you created that company? Or would you rather have a people's product and have a community and a family? That's what we're talking about here, guys. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about, and I want to get everybody's mindset here, that we have something extremely special. You see how we have 3 Panda Bears? We're not just one product. We're just not a message app. I want to make sure I get that across to everybody. We're more than just a message app. We're a community. We're the people's products. All right, think about it. And we started from the ground up, and we get paid to use it. And you'll learn more about the tokens. But I want you to also understand that we're more than that. We're actually gaming and DeFi and NFT is one of the hottest things in crypto. And we have that in our hands too. We're a communication app, and we have that. We have not only that, we are, part of you know what the big corporate companies do is they sell our data. We have data, and guess what? The beautiful thing is, PunkPanda don't care about your data, don't care about your content. It's yours, and we get paid. So I want you to know that in December 9th, December 10th, my good friend Mark Grossman introduced me to PunkPanda. I was not looking for anything, and he says, "Hey, it's not going to interfere with anything else you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, and I want you guys to keep that in mind. Keep doing what you're doing. All you're doing is sharing a message app." And he said, and I said, "Well, what's the big deal? I already have Signal, Telegram, WhatsApp, Viber. I got them all, guys. Messenger." And then when he said privacy and security and a crypto kind of a play, I go, now you got my attention. So I started doing my due diligence, folks. And let me tell you, was I ever so excited to see that we have military grade encryption. And what really got me excited about PunkPanda is the security, the military grade, and the privacy. That's number one. And as I go through, I'll tell you how I started gaining more and more excited, and I never stopped ever since. So let's just jump right into the presentation here, guys. And imagine if you had a message app like WhatsApp or Telegram and you got paid every day for using it and sharing it. Now imagine if those daily rewards represent ownership and success of the company. That is so important. Keep that in mind. WhatsApp sold to Facebook for $19 billion. Dropbox file sharing services is valued at $10 billion. Zoom video conferencing is $98 billion valuation, and it goes down, up and down because of the stock market. Did you ever get paid for using and sharing them? You know, folks, I want you to know that I was really instrumental with Zoom when it first came out, with a lot of people sharing them, telling them to put it on their desktop. I spent hours. I got zero. WhatsApp, you know, I told a lot of people about WhatsApp because I know people around the world. They spent hours. You know what I got for it? Zero. Dropbox, zero. And Dropbox is kind of dying out there, folks. But the message here is to get across is most people follow you wherever you go. And I made a statement. I made a statement to my people in that I will not be using these forums and these mediums once PunkPanda 2.0. The company started October 29th in beta, still in beta. Can you imagine that we're in beta, folks? And we have over 450,000 users, Panda Pals. And some of you are hearing this for the first time. We're hoping that you can come on board as a Panda Pal. It's a great community. And I want to talk about community for a moment. I want this to set in that this is a community of people that want to communicate and collaborate. And, you know, it's been a tough world out there. And if we're going to have, you know, something all into one, wow, isn't that powerful? We're going to have similar notch above WhatsApp. We're going to be better than Zoom when it comes to the, you know, Zoom has been invaded and it's actually been hacked several times. We're going to have a similarity to Dropbox all into one, and we're going to get paid for it with the environment that's going on around the world. And there's rules that are changing. In case you don't know, there's rules that are changing in the communications. Governments are signing off with WhatsApp saying, hey, whatever people are communicating, we want to know about it. And I heard that in Malaysia. I'm hearing that in Canada. That's all these companies. And we're working with the Panda Pals and companies. And that's what I really got fired up about was the security, folks. The security, think about it. You want, you know, some people say, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I got nothing to hide. BS. You sure have something to hide these days with what's going on and censorship and everything else that's happening out there. So a message app security, the more and more people are becoming concerned about who else is listening when using the apps. How many times have you talked about something and they started seeing ads for it? You started searching golf clubs and then you started seeing driving ranges and golf courses. So what they do, they have bots and they sell your information to these advertisers on Facebook. Think about it. I don't know about you. I don't like that big brother or big company and advertising agencies tapping on my shoulder and listening and also watching my pictures and images, etc. And they make decisions on me because of that. Are you kidding me? Is your data safe or are you the product? Folks, we've been the product for way too long, and it's time that we become the consumer and reverse it. And I really think PunkPanda is changing the trend. I really believe that there is going to be more and more things that are going to be tokenized, which we're going to talk more about, and a trend where we get paid for our data instead of the other way around. Look at all the YouTube channels and all that. Look what YouTube's doing. YouTube's making millions and billions of dollars on our videos. Now, shouldn't we get paid because we created the videos? Are you kidding me? It's just a selected few that do that. We all should be. I really believe there's a big trend coming, and PunkPanda is going to start that trend. And how would you like to be the, you know, the beginning of something that's going to be massive, similar to the internet, the .com, similar to all those big companies that started? Look, you know, Amazon years ago didn't even exist. It's the #1 company in the world. And Jeff there, the owner there, is the #1, the richest man in the world right now. He's given Bill Gates a run for his money, Warren Buffett. Think about that. Could this be the next big company? I really believe there's a good chance we have our hands on something extremely special, because we're not only a message app, we're 6 into 1. Keep that in mind, 6 into 1. And it's a people's product. That's number one. Why wouldn't we share this over and over again? I know, folks, you will start to understand that. We're making a shift here, and I absolutely love this shift. So introducing PunkPanda, the world's first secured message app that pays you to use it and share it. It's totally free. Rewards you, PunkPanda, multiple times a day. I don't know about you. I get up every morning, I look and see how many rewards I got, because this is around the world. It's universal. It can't get any better than that, guys. Military grade encryption protocols protects your personal privacy and data security. The more you use it and share it, the more the company tokens you will earn. Like, use it, share it, own it. And Marcus's slogan, I love it. I embed it. I say it. I have it on my computer. I have it on my fridge. I have it everywhere. So you know what? It reminds me to use the app. And folks, yes, we're in beta since October 29th, but who cares? Concentrate and work what's working on now. Grow your group, share it, and use it. You know, some people say, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Yeah, the company knows. They know all the glitches. And we're going to be out with the 2.0 real soon here. We're going to hear from TW Dawson, and he'll help us out and let us know where we are with the journey there. But I'm telling everybody, and I'm trying to encourage and motivate you to share it with everybody, and try to get every possible coin that you can. I tell everybody that each coin should be your prisoner. Don't let it go, man, because we have a chance of a lifetime where this company is going. And hopefully, between today and what I've got to say, what TW Dawson's got to say, that you'll say, hey, I don't want to sell these tokens when it first comes out, because I see the value, and hopefully we will get you the value, and we'll motivate you to share this with as many people as possible. And I'm going to give you a couple tips how you can share it more and how you get it. We're one happy family, and I'm going to continue to say this. This is not, well, he's with this group or that group. The attitude is, hey, you got PunkPanda, that's cool. It doesn't matter whose team you are. This is a community, and you want to have, if you've done, and I've been in crypto, so just so you know, I've been in crypto since 2013, folks. And I'll tell you right now, it's a tight community. In the crypto world, it's a tight community. Let's make this communication app a tight community and combine it, communication with the tokens, man. It's powerful. And if I get everybody with that same attitude and movement, and we can accomplish something, and I know that TW is going to be able to put some more into that and add to that, because it's so powerful that if we work as a community, as one happy family, and we go through the trenches. Can you believe it? We've been since October 29th to what it is today, February 23rd. Are you kidding me? What is that? 3.5, 4 months. And we're over 450,000, folks. We're going to talk about things here that it's going to blow you away. Earn PunkPanda tokens, smart contract, mints new tokens every 30 minutes. I don't know about you. You guys have you ever had something for free and then you get paid every 30 minutes before? It doesn't matter if it's a quarter of a token, a tenth of a token, it's free. You use WhatsApp and you're sharing it with everybody, aren't you? What are you getting? They steal your data, they sell you down the river, and they don't pay you. And yes, yet you share it with everybody. So please keep that in mind as we go through this. Use the app, share the app, hold the tokens, and hold the tokens in the app or the farm. Earn tokens, use it, share it, own it. Like I like to say there's a two-pronged effect here with PunkPanda, folks. The first one is the app, absolutely free, zero cost. And you make tokens, and then you get paid, let's call it interest, for simple terms. I'm not going to use the crypto terms today. I'm going to try to simplify it for people, because I really believe that PunkPanda is going to be the segue and the entry point for people to get involved into crypto. You're going to hear from some folks today that weren't into crypto till they heard about PunkPanda, but they were a little nervous. They didn't know how to get. So this is going to kind of break that bridge, and people are going to get involved, and they're going to love it. And the more you understand what's going on around the world, the more that you understand what's happening out there, folks, you'll understand that PunkPanda is for us, and it's for the future. And I absolutely love it. You know, now we're going to talk about tokenomics. We have tokenomics with us. You know, when I heard about PunkPanda, and I was told that there's a crypto attached to it, and there's tokenomics, I wasn't even paying attention until I heard about a corporate call on a Thursday night. I do believe it was around the 16th or 17th of December. And I took 10 of my friends, and I listened to the tokenomics. I go, oh my God, are you kidding me? This is exactly what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the perfect storm, the perfect project that has a utility, a use case, and an economy. That's what we have our hands on. And then you top it off with some of the things that we're gonna do with crypto and some of DeFi and gaming, I go, wow, this is for me. That day, right after that call, I never stopped talking about the farm. I never stopped talking about the token, and I never stopped talking about PunkPanda. And today, I have well over 36,000 folks in my organization in less than 2 months. 2 months, actually, it's 2 months. 275 million PunkPanda tokens. Let's go through tokenomics for a moment. The token listing PPM is going to be, it's going to be the symbol. They started October 29th. There was a pre-sale, and it's going to be listed. It was going to be listed the first or second week of January. But guess what? The company changed their mind. And I think it's the best thing they ever did, because we're in a bear kind of market. We didn't have all the things in place. We didn't have the 2.0 in place, but yet we're almost there, folks. So we need to be patient. All right. So earn PunkPanda tokens from your phone, earn proof of stake, proof of Panda Pals, require little to no energy for mining. And there's a supply schedule, and it's going to be minted over 15 years, folks. And don't worry about it. It's going to go on and on and on. If you have a model, it keeps going after the 15 years. People say, what happened after the 15 years? That means all the tokens are there. It's going to be supply and demand. If there's more demand, the price of the tokens go up. Okay. So like Bitcoin, PunkPanda will have a regular halving schedule at 2, 4, and 8 years. And that's a good thing, because it actually, there's less and less that comes out every year, and supply and demand gets kicked in. And that's one of the best things you can have in any kind of business. All right. Token allocation, 275 million. If you've been following crypto, and when you have a project that it appeals to the masses, 275 billion tokens is nothing. There's companies out there and tokens out there that are worth, that have billions and billions of supplies. I am so glad that they selected only 275 million, folks. Now, pre-mined tokens, it's a little bit different than the 15. These are tokens that have been set aside in an incubator, 25 million. That's for the pre-sale or extended sale, which we'll talk more about. The marketing, airdrop, promos, Panda Pal sharing rewards, which we'll get into, liquidity pools. And then, of course, the first folks that, hey, and they deserve it. Founders, the team, the funding contributor, 32 million, 8 million for the funding contributor. Folks, this is unbelievable. And all of those 65 million tokens, the free tokens and everything, we're all under a tight schedule of releasing them, which we're going to go through the release date, releasing of those tokens here in a moment here. And it's for the right reasons. It's to protect the asset and the value and the company. And if you wanted to pump and dump, this is not for you. This company's not for you. This is a community. We work together, we stick together, we mine together, and we have fun together. That's this community. And if you didn't like anything I just said there, I'm going to be very honest. If I hope I don't offend anybody, this is not for you. But this community is for the people. It's for the less fortunates. Can you imagine? Third world countries can get involved for zero money. Wow. All right. Here's the 4-phase of mining schedule. I'm not going to get too deep, but the key points here, folks, is that right now there's 2,100 tokens that are being allocated every 30 minutes. And we share that. The people that are using the Panda Pal, there's 1,050 every 30 minutes. Do you want a part of it? And remember, if you're using it and sharing, I would encourage that you use it and share it with your first level, because that's where you benefit the most. And then it starts a trend and it goes all the way down. Be the product of the product. Be the leading exemplar of the product. 23% will go to the token holders that are holding the apps that are generating interest, so you can make money from that. 12% will be from token holders from the farm, and 50% for the developers, marketing, whatever they're going to need there, folks. The company's going to use it to grow our vision and our community. So it's really simple. Open your wallet and see fresh tokens being earned every 30 minutes. No requirements. The more Panda Pals in your circle, yourself, your friends, you invite the download app, the more your circle, Panda Pal circle, uses the app, the higher the rewards will be. And I'm going to encourage you. I have been using the app every day. I don't use any means. I just tell people, I text them, hey, go to PunkPanda. There's a message there, or I send a video, or I do whatever. Get into the habit of doing that. Encourage your people to get involved that way. Okay. So, the big data value, PunkPanda, like I want to just tell you, folks, here's PunkPanda. We're just new on the block. We're going to be like Zoom, if not better, Viber, Dropbox, and WhatsApp. We're all of those four. Think about it. And look at their evaluations from 98 billion, 24 billion, 22 billion, and WhatsApp, hey, free app, my foot free. They sold us down the river, folks, 19 billion. Now, what do they all have in common? Their valuations is over 18 billion within 4 years. I really believe we're going to blow that out of the water. The other thing is they have in common the first year registration within the first year, they got 10 million users. Folks, I really believe the things that I've been hearing, we're going to hear from TW Dotson and ask him where he thinks the numbers are. There's some partnerships that are happening. We're over 450,000 now. I really believe between now and the end of March, we were going to blow away that 1 million. Blow it away. Where would the token value be? Who knows, folks, but they're really targeting a valuation for PunkPanda 50 billion. If you divide and put the amount of tokens that we have in there, you'd be really surprised where the value is going to be. Now, understand, as our community, and I think this is really important, everybody understands, and I make it very clear, as the community grows, we're sharing the same amount of tokens, so you're going to get less, but the value of the token will go up. And it's supply and demand. Okay, it's the chicken and the egg, but it's going to benefit us long term. So don't ever be concerned. But now's the time, because we're a small community, to get as many tokens as you can, folks. And I hope that's coming across well. So PunkPanda token selling rules, monthly selling rules limited to tokens purchased during the pre-sale. Withdrawals and principal tokens. Now, listen, folks, when it gets listed on Pancake, which Albert, I've been speaking to Albert, I've been speaking to TW and Marcus. So some of the things I say, whatever I say, I usually get it from corporate, okay? I don't make things up. Albert told me that we're going to be listed by the end of March. I asked him about 3 times, believe it or not, folks. So I am very fired up and excited. But that gives us an opportunity to accumulate as many tokens as we can. That gives us an opportunity to get involved in farm. And I want everybody to understand, to get involved with the farm, you need to talk to your inviter, okay? And he needs to participate in the farm first before you can, or else he misses out on the commissions. And it's a commission base. So the very first month it gets listed, no one, even the free tokens, 0. The second month, 1%. The third month, 2%, 4%, 5%, and then 10%, 18 months, and you're all out, folks. But I'll tell you, Marcus has mentioned in a corporate call, so I'm going to repeat, quote him. He said, there'll be people with Kleenex boxes. There won't be enough Kleenex that sold it right out of the gate for where it's going to be a year down the road. And I'm not suggesting any price whatsoever, but he really believes that we can be at 20 million users, folks. And if he's stating that, there's got to be an obvious reason why he's stating that, all right? So I'm really excited about the token. I'm really excited about the farm and the DeFi, which is decentralized finance. All right, you know, there's several videos, and TW has done a great job talking about the product. So does Marcus. I'm really encourage you guys to watch those. I'm not going to do justice to the product because I'm going to skim through it. I want to spend more time talking to TW and let him do some presentation here today. But I want to tell you, I have never, ever seen a token, the utility token, the use case, and a economy all into one, and then you top it off with NFT, DeFi, and gaming. If you talk to anybody that's in the crypto space, it's the hottest thing in the world. Crypto is the hottest thing. People are talking about blockchain. People are talking about crypto. But the products that they're really talking about that are changing the world right now, and it solves a problem, and that's because you can do these token and minimal tokens and have gaming and NFT, non-fungible tokens, and DeFi lending, decentralized financing, folks. That's huge. So when I saw that we have a message app, a file share like Dropbox, and a Panda Meet like Zoom, and then an encrypted vault, but better than the cloud storage that's out there, and then you top it off with all that digital stuff, and then you had the GIFs and the stickers like Viber. I go, we got it all. Are you kidding me? Who's not going to want to know this? Let me tell you, once the marketing and the company starts marketing this, and of course they haven't marketed PunkPanda, and I have not massively marketed out there either because we're waiting for the 2.0, but I'm not suggesting that you slow down. I'm suggesting you just don't go put it out there and advertise it openly, but you talk to your friends, your families. And I recommend that, you know, if you have the ability to purchase in the farm, I'd recommend you work on the farm and get as many people into the farm as possible, folks, okay? So these, you know, these pandas, I dream about these pandas. Each one of them represent a product. My favorite's the one that's running because I really believe that we're hot and that panda is running. And so should you, because we have an opportunity of a lifetime. There's no auto ship. There's no consumables. Who wouldn't want to do it? And guess what? It complements whatever people are doing, whether it's affiliate marketing, direct selling, MLM, it does not matter. Online marketing, man, we have it all. All right, this is gonna, you know, I really believe that PunkPanda is gonna be like the greatest movie ever seen. You're gonna share with everybody, and it's gonna go crazy. It's people that have come out of nowhere are gonna be able to market PunkPanda because you don't have to worry about, hey, telling a friend, because there's no price to it. And I know that the quality of the 2.0 is going to be better than anything else that's out there. Now, top it off, we got a Panda app. It's military grade communication app created by a primary goal to protect your content. Folks, think about that. Instant message, voice and video calls, encrypted file transfers, folks. I'm not going to get through all that, the hide, the zap and all that, but I want you to know you can send videos now of more than 20 minutes. You can't do that with WhatsApp. You can't even do that with emails. Think about that, folks. And you're going to have stickers. We're going to be able to buy stickers, etc. We don't know what that's at, but some really cool things coming, and I want to really make it really, a point here. I always say we have to be the product of the product. Albert, the CEO, says that, what if we just only have to have a small percentage of our community. Really, I'll tell you right now, I'd be very disappointed if you're getting free tokens that you won't upgrade to the VIP service and subscribe to the Panda Post like Dropbox, to the Panda Pete like Zoom. I pay for my Zoom right now in Canadian dollars. I'm paying $20 a month. I've heard we could pay as much as $6 to $8 a month. But guess what? We're going to be able to use that from our tokens. Panda Vault. It's going to be better, beautiful. It's going to be just like the cloud storage out there, which I pay for that as well. I'm going to eliminate those, and I'm going to use, I'm going to use Panda Pro, and I'm going to suggest and recommend that we're going to benefit from this if we tell our groups and our Panda pals and our community to do the same. We are going to be the product of the product. If we're the product of the product, folks, you never lose. And we stick together as a community in the crypto side of this. And as a Panda pal, wow, we've got it made, folks. Let me tell you, Panda Post, like I said, similar to Dropbox. I'm not going to go through it. It's got some great features and all that. Like I said, listen to Marcus and TW's presentation. Also, I'll tell you where to find it. You can read the fine print, but Panda Post is going to be there. Panda Meet is going to be like Zoom. And I know right now, we're going to be ready within the first 6 months with a Panda Meet. Going to start with 25 users, then a 50 and 30. And it's going to work it all the way up. I've heard Albert say we're going to get up to 500 users. Can you believe that? It just takes time for the security protocol to kick in. Wow. I can't wait. I just can't wait for that. It's going to be a beautiful thing. The Panda Vault, it's got some great features that I've never seen before. Unbelievable features. And I love the word decentralized storage, folks. And I really believe doctors and professionals and lawyers and government agencies will be using our Panda Vault. I think it's going to be wow. We're setting the tone here, folks. This is just going to be amazing. 6-to-1 products, folks. So go read the fine print now, man. Here's the hottest stuff, guys. Introducing our Panda products, tapping into the global trends of crypto and gaming. Crypto is hot. I don't know anybody that doesn't know what crypto or Bitcoin is. And some of you are just thinking about getting your feet wet. Well, there's nothing better than getting free tokens and getting your feet wet. So keep that in mind. There's going to be ways that you're going to be able to DeFi, but I want to make sure everybody understands there's a two-prong effect here. One's going to be the app, and as you accumulate tokens, you're going to get interest, okay? And it's called staking. Keep that in mind. And then there's the Panda Play, which is going to be the gaming, it's going to be the NFT, and it's going to be all sorts of other things. And when you fantasy sports, and wow, it's going to be amazing. And I'll talk more about that because it's too big on its own. The Panda Profit, all I'm going to say about secure digital wallet, DeFi, decentralized financing allows your lending. Think of being a term deposit, and you're going to get ridiculous amount of interest. That's basically what DeFi really is. And it's not, no banks can touch it. Nobody can touch it. No government can touch it. Wow. You can earn exciting profits and interest from liquidity pools. And it's just, grow with us, grow with the community, and everybody's going to help out. Earn profits from staking your Panda Pals and token. We have a great opportunity. And you'll learn these things as we go. Panda Play, there's going to be a game here past the Panda. There's going to be NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and all that stuff. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a way of marketing, getting people's interested. If you send the Panda and they don't open it within 2 minutes, you get a prize. A company's going to do that to market it, and it's going to encourage people to share it. The NFT is exploding, folks. Over 2.5 billion in 2021, and the gaming is the number one. I don't know kids that don't know the gaming part. That's it, and it's a fantasy. Okay, it's on talent, and you challenge. You select your own team, so it's definitely based on talent. It's not recognized as gambling, and it's legal. So think about that, and we solve the minute amounts that you want to definitely bet and wager and whatnot. Okay, so that's really exciting. I'm not going to go through too deep these studies, but I don't know about you, but WhatsApp is going to be out of my world. They sold for 19 billion. And look at 100 countries, 2.5. If you're in North America, if you're in the States somewhere in some parts of Canada and you don't have people abroad, you might not use WhatsApp, but you're using Messenger. Okay, they're the same company, Facebook. They sell our data and whatnot. Like, are you kidding me? And look what these guys are doing. You know, in 2020, the estimated revenue was 5.5 billion. Why? Because they're selling it to advertisers, folks. They're selling your information. You're selling your images. They're selling your content. I don't know about you. I don't like the invasion. That's not for me. And I think more and more people are starting to understand that. And, you know, people are doing this other study. There was Earn Crypto Strategy where you click on it every day, 25 million users, you know, and there's no value. There's no token yet. They say it's coming. Now you see the difference, just a comparison to PunkPanda with 6 different products and a use case and utility. Hopefully that you're getting that. As of 2021, I'm just going to give you the bullets here. You know, paid users, 15.5 million, 2.2%. And the company's valuation of Dropbox was $10 billion, folks. And they still had a revenue that grew 8% by 2 billion. We are in a digital world now, folks. And we've got a message app that everybody is going to want. All 6 into 1. I want you to put that in your mind. Think about that. Why wouldn't you share that with everybody? Okay, the roadmap, folks, I'm just going to touch on it. They're off by a little bit here, but you could actually make calls now. You can send large files and videos. The Panda Pro, Panda Post, it's all coming. It's all around the corner. The pre-sale, it was ready, but the company held back. Okay, and I'll tell you more about that in a moment. The NFT gaming, it's all going to be ready within the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter. The listing is going to happen the end of March, but it was going to get listed at $1. But instead of $1, I was told it's going to get listed at $1.50. Okay, so right now there is an extended sale. Right now it's at almost 16 cents. The DeFi staking offers, that's all going to happen at the end of the quarter, beginning of the second quarter. Okay, Pandemic. One thing about Marcus, TW, and Albert, total transparent. And it's so hard when you're dealing with COVID. You know, we've had stuff with COVID hit the tech team. We're dealing with, you know, countries, time zones, and everything else. You know what? And technology, if you miss it by a little bit, no problem. And they've been totally transparent. Panda Vault, man, can't wait for that. That's going to be at the end of the year. So I'm really happy where things are going, and I have no concerns. I've had some people say, "Hey, the pre-sale was supposed to happen, you know, 1st of January. Why isn't that out?" I want to tell you, folks, I've talked to more people about the farming. I've talked to more people about the token, and I've got them really fired up, and they're just loving where we're at and where we're going. So keep that in mind. Don't get concerned. We're right around the corner. Now, this is my favorite slide here, folks, the ecosystem. All right, let's just talk about, you know, where it's going to be distributed. The smart contracts are already running. 15% is going to the development. 23% is going to go is for the farming. 50% Panda Pals. And guess what? It just moves down. Then you get GIFs and stickers, Panda Pals, staking rewards, Panda Pal rewards. And guess what? From there, once we're out, we can move it into the exchange. Or we take it and move it to the massive community database. Then we drop down and you just go down here. As you can see, Panda Post, Panda Meet, Panda Vault, Panda Play. All of these are revenue streams for the company. And that's healthy for us, folks. Keep that in mind. Now you take that and you move it up a notch. And then you go, some people they're gonna stake and they're gonna keep it in there. And then there's gonna be people that are gonna want it from the Panda 11, which I'm gonna explain. It's gonna be our biggest revenue stream and the hottest thing when it comes to gaming and whatnot. And then, of course, it shoots up to the public exchange. And, you know, right now, TW, I'd like you to come on if you don't mind. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment, and I'm just going to get you to come on for a moment and just say a few words. So, you know, after I've just gone through that, you know, this is the second time you've been on my call. And I just want to tell you, I really appreciate your support, your integrity, and how you motivate people. So I want people to really, you know, get to know you, TW, and why you're so excited. And do you see that this could be a really big shift?
Thank you, Frank. First of all, I just like to say that it's exciting to hear someone do a presentation about something that you saw on a piece of paper 6 to 8 months ago, and as you work with your partners to tweak it, and as you heard the slogans come out, and as the tokenomics were presented to you for the first time, and as you start to put pieces together and you have it in front of you going, this looks good. But it's no different than you doing a homework assignment and then giving it to your teacher, and for your teacher to come back and say, you did a good job. And Frank, you did a good job with this presentation, because what you did was you showed me that this is a reality of what we saw coming. And the words that you use were dead on accurate in why this company is moving to where we're moving. For you to be able to articulate that the way you did is very, very exciting for me to hear it. It's one thing to come from corporate because we had the vision in our heads, we saw it, but for somebody else to see it and translate it the same way that we saw it, that's really, really amazing. And I just want to just say a couple of things about myself, just so you guys can know a little bit of my background. As Frank said, I'm one of the co-founders. I'm a part of the team that is the part that's communicating and that's out in so that you guys have access to us. And one of the things that I've done my whole entire life is I always looked at. I'm a communication. I understand that what you do, building relationships, is the most important thing you do. And I learned one thing a long time ago. I learned that you have to build relationships upward and you have to build relationships downward. And what do I mean by that? When you build a relationship downward, what you're doing is you're cultivating people that look up to you. You're encouraging people that's looking up to you. You're motivating people, you're inspiring people, you're teaching people, you're showing people the way, you're sharing and you're teaching, and you're doing all the things that help people that are not quite where you are. But in the process, you're holding to a standard that people that are above you will see and they'll start to admire. You're holding to a standard of work. You're holding to a standard of commitment. You're holding to a standard of honesty, respect, and integrity. And people will see that in you. And then they'll be the ones that give you opportunities that you don't expect. So what's important in life is relationships and always building those networks upward and downward, because we can't do anything without other people. One thing I know for sure is that we live this life, we don't know why. We don't know why we're here. We don't know what our purpose is, but we do know our purpose is not for ourselves, it's for other people. And as I see this community building, and as I see us coming together, putting this project together, I get excited because I know that I'm a part of history right now. When we have strong leaders like Frank and some of the other people I see up on this call, I know that we have something special. And I can just only sit here and marvel and think in my mind what this could be. I'm just a young guy from an inner city that just kept going and never quit. And we're here now. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that have that same testimony, that they're just somebody that just wouldn't quit, that continue to go. And no matter what they did in life, they always took that challenge and they hit it head on. And they brought you to here right now. Those challenges brought you here right now. And with those challenges will come a reward one day. And I believe that all those that are participating in this project will see a tremendous reward by not quitting when they had the opportunity to, because some people did and they're not here and they don't have this opportunity. Luck is just not passing up on the opportunities that you have and taking full advantage of it. And guess what? This is an opportunity, Frank. And for all the people on this call, you've never been in a better place than you are right now. That's my belief. That's what I understand. And I'm excited to be here, Frank.
Well, thank you so much, TW. We're really pleased that you're here. And, I want to make it public, and I'm going to put you on the spot. I want to create this for the community and for absolutely everybody in the whole community, PunkPanda community. I want to create an environment that we're one family. Can we make a statement that going forward, because I see it was put out, and I wasn't known about this, and I'm glad you did it, Marina, but it was put out to the public, and we've sold out my room. So I'm going to use the corporate one next week, but it's obvious this is a very good time. So TW, could you commit to be on this call every week for a bit until we keep things rolling? Would that be all right with you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's not a problem. Again, my commitment is to the community, whatever I can do. And make sure that you utilize me to my best skill set. Make sure that you guys utilize, make sure you ask the questions, make sure you do what you have to do while I'm on the call, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not just a pretty face. I'm joking.
Well, you're a pretty face too, just saying. Well, TW, thank you so much. I put you on the spot there, and I wanted everybody to hear this. So now, folks, go to your group, do whatever. I'm going to get the corporate Zoom call next week, and we're going to have room for 500. Let's see if we can fill that. I can tell you right now that my rooms have been getting filled, and I've used the corporate calls, and I've been getting more than what corporate's been getting. So I want to keep that trend of momentum going, because you know what? This is for you. This is for all of us. This is not for me. This is not for TW. This is not for leaders. This is for each individual, and it just shows that we're committed to help the community. We help the community, we help each other. You know, talking about community and talking about leaders and whatnot. Jay, I want to bring you, Bamboo. I've never met you before officially, but I heard you speak and I just love the way you speak. I'd like you to say a few words to the community, because I know you're a community guy, and I want you to just tell us what your journey is and what your secret is, and what do you think's going on with PunkPanda, and what do you like about it?
Thank you, Mr. Frank. I really appreciate your leadership. I really also like your enthusiasm, your drive, and that's why you're attracting people all around the world. Yeah, basically, very quickly about myself, I've been in the network marketing for the last 15 years. And I can tell I've never seen something like that, like PunkPanda, and we will never see something like that in the future. And yeah, and I understand I'm not that crypto-verse, but you know, like I'll be very honest upfront, but I have people in my team, they also don't understand much about cryptocurrency, but their mindset is they're telling me my wallet or whatever the tokens keep growing. And I like that. I like that. They are very positive on that. And I understand also building community, like you mentioned, Frank, is the next currency. I strongly, strongly believe in that. And that's why we're driving people from all walks, from all communities, because this is a system-driven business. When it's a system-driven business, people, you don't look at people resume, anybody and everybody can do it. And when there's a will, there's a way, right? So what I like about PunkPanda is combining communications, it's combining gaming, it's combining NFT on one platform, and that's how big it's gonna be. Sometimes we can't see the future, and it's leaders like yourself, like Mr. T.W. Dawson, like Mr. Albert and Mr. Marcus, you know, they see it. So we just need to follow them. And one very last thing I would say, I speak to Mr. Albert almost every day. And you know, whatever little drawbacks Bitcoin has had in the past, Mr. Albert keep track of all of them. And that's why after our presentation, there's like 6 rules that we follow in PunkPanda. And these 6 rules are very crucial. It will keep the supply low and the demand high, so that to keep a pressure, so that the tokens will always have to go up in the future. And that's what I understood from that. And yeah, I'm excited and to be part, and we will support you. And every Wednesday call, we will bring our team also. And we want to be part of the family and support each other. It's not about us now, it's about others. It's about the people I see in India, because $1 is like 80 rupees. $1 in Philippines is like 50 pesos. $1 in, you know, in other parts of the world, in Russia, it's a big money for them. And people badly need us right now. We don't need PunkPanda. I mean, PunkPanda doesn't need us. We need PunkPanda right now, I would say. I would leave you on that. Thank you for the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Bamboo. Well said, well spoken, and we really appreciate what you're doing for the community. And that's why I asked you to speak, because I know you're a community guy and community driven. And that's, you know, I get goosebumps when we talk about humanity and helping people, because, you know, we are the people's product. We have to be the guys and set the tone. And I also you made a very good point, because I speak to Albert pretty much every day. Things between you and I, we got his ear. And Albert, I'll tell you right now, when I did my due diligence about crypto, and I've been involved since 2013, I sit on committees, I've sat on blockchain committees, I've gone to the block center meetings and blockchain. So man, when I saw this project, and I want you guys to hear it from me, I go, wow, how do these guys think of everything? How do they think of this, this, and this, and this, and this? And that to me really intrigued me. I said, there's got to be more. And we're going to talk about some of the people that are involved with the company now that just come and tapped on our shoulder. It's because of leaderships of TW, Albert and Marcus, and having that vision. And they don't know all the answers. They'll be the first ones that say it, but we're attracting some great talents, folks. So you know what, on that, I would like to now talk about talents. Marina is in South Africa, has just started with us about 3 weeks ago or so. You know, and I want you to let us know what you think of PunkPanda, your group, where you're at. And, you know, does $1 US mean a lot